Welcome, and today we are going to be diving deep into the session how to write a great statement of purpose for graduate school application. And if you are new here, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow up all our career pivotal videos and ASIN resources to help you with graduate school application and other career pivotals. Okay, so if you are new here, there have been series of videos that we've released as regard graduate school application, how to write a sound and winning perfect statement of purpose for graduate school application. I want you to go to the video description below and check for part 1 of this session, and this is because this is a more elaborate session on how to write a great statement of purpose. We are looking deep into the introduction and other body, the body of a standard SOP. So look at the video description and look for the link for the part 1 of the session where we talk about the format, what statement of purpose really mean, the formal requirement, the what makes it great, what are scholarship teams selector, what are they looking for, what do they want to see in your statement. So we gave a brief and a sound overview of what a sound statement of purpose should look like. So that's why we are diving deep into what the body, how to structure the body of your SOP to apply to your UK schools, Canada, Australia, US, all over the world. So welcome again and get ready for the session. Alright, so introduction of a great statement of purpose is quite important. What makes it, you have to make it captivating. You have to give the first impression of your personality and show the fact that you know what you want to do. Okay, so a statement of who you are and where you are going. Where are you coming from? Where are you going to? This is where you should show qualities that make you stand out from other applicants. It is very important. So you have to name the degree program, the department, the school. Why is that school? You have to tell them why master's degree in a particular field in a particular university in that country. So you have to discuss the genesis and the evolution of your research, your scholarly research interest. What did you actually find interest doing since inception, maybe from your undergraduate in your home country, in your university, doing your bachelor degree? What did you find interest or find fascinating that you now want to broaden your knowledge about? What have you been engaged with that you think graduate school is the next step to help you achieve the research interest or your career goals, your aspirations? So what do you intend to study in graduate school and why? Because for every reason, for everything you want to do in graduate school, there must be a reason. So when you are telling the selection team that you want to study in this particular school, you want to study this field in this school, you must be able to tell them the main reason why you want to study that course. It's because they have to know why you have to shoot for that particular course. What interests you? Have you been in the research, doing the research, or do you intend to use that field in your profession or in your career to broaden your knowledge or do something in your home country? So how did you get interest in your field? What is the most interesting part of that course that you want to study? So you must be able to let them know what is the tie between your inspiration. That now this is it. What inspires you most and your current research interest? What is the connection between what inspires you, what you see, what you dream of, what you imagine, what you intend to do in your life? What do you really want to do, and what is your current research interest? You must be able to match your inspiration and what you are currently into presently. So what is it about your field of study that motivates you to pursue a graduate degree? What motivates you? What spurs you to decide that you want to pursue a graduate degree? What is that research interest? What is that career aspirations? What is that dream of What is that thing that you always intend to do, and you think the knowledge that you're going to get from graduate school, the experience, the network, and a whole lot of things that you're going to get from graduate school in that country from that course is really going to go a long way in helping you to achieve your dream. So it's very important. What is it about your field of study, remember, that motivates you to pursue a graduate degree? Why is master's degree or a PhD your next and only logical step? You have to tell them what are your intentions for pursuing this master. You have to be realistic enough. You can't just tell you want to leave your country. No, you have to show them why it is the next step. Maybe you have been into a professional line in your career and you think the knowledge that you need at this point in time, you need to broaden your experience, your research experience about that thing that you are doing in your company, in your industry, because this getting your master's degree in this university is to help you with that thing that you are doing a lot, and you can advance whatever you've been into in the past. So this is the introduction. You must be able to capture all this together. You can see it's a whole lot, so you must be able to capture it and connect everything. Let it be connected so that you can drive and get the attention of the person that is going to review your statement of purpose. It's very important. All right, so moving forward, we've been looking into all right, so let's talk about the research experience and the relevant experience, because it is a very important section, very important section of your SOP, because that is where you will tend to tell them what you've been into, what you have been doing, merging your inspiration with your research interests. You get, so that is a very important section. That's a very important section. Your relevant experience in the field, or your present research experience, maybe in the industry where you are working, volunteering, a research institute, you are doing something in line with what you have passion for. This is a chance for you to talk about your relevant experience, talking about where you volunteered, not only your career experience. You can talk about your leadership experience, your relevant anything that is relevant to that particular course of study, any experience that matches, that can sell that course of study, that can make you fit for that course, to be selected for that course. Yeah, that is what you are going to put inside this paragraph. So now you have to showcase your research or other relevant experience here. You have to illuminate your research goals. You have to be able to lighten what you are presently into, your research goals, your research ambitions. What is the end product of what you are into? When I say research, I mean you are doing something in line with your field presently, or aspiring a particular career path, and you're already carrying out serious research on it presently, making the best use of your time towards that particular career. So what are these things? You have to tell them what it is. Illuminate that research goal. Let them understand what it is all about, the relevance. You must be able to talk about the approach of your research. What is the result of your research? Again, you have to tell them the challenges and how the course of study is going to really help you with that particular research. So tell them what you have been into, tell them your research experience. Demonstrate your fluency with the discourse of the discipline. You have to discuss the discipline that you are presently into. Demonstrate it with your present research experience, with your present relevant experience. Demonstrate your activeness in that thing, how vast you are in it. Light it up, illuminate it. It's very important. Alright, so we'll be moving quickly into what I call the tips for writing the research or any form of relevant experience related to your career, your SOP. Alright, so now let's dive into the tips for writing the research and relevant experience section of your statement of purpose for grad school application. Now, you have to be able to discuss the influence or the inspirations in your development as a researcher scholar. What are the development as a result of your influence in that particular field? What is the inspiration, and how has it helped your development as a researcher? You have to be able to point it out. Is there a turning point? Now take this. Is there a turning point where you realize, aha, oh, wow, yes, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. The moment you realize you wanted to pursue this path, maybe you are looking into the fintech, into the ICT. When you are carrying out a particular research, there is something inside the ICT that no one has seen, that you have seen basically, or there is something about education policy, leadership, development, any form of field, social science, any form of field that you are into, law, medicine, any STEM background and all. You discover something and you're like, yes, that is it. This is my passion. I have inspiration for this particular thing. That turning point that you know that you could capture and you are very sure, that is when you should put it. You have to put it in your SOP. Let them know what you saw in that thing that is actually driving you presently to pursue that particular path. So you have to discuss if you had relevant experience in that line. If you have, then it is a nice opportunity to feature it in your SOP. You have to be able to tell them, do I have a summer internship or a summer research and experience? Have you where you're working presently? Are they carrying out a project research in line with that thing? What are your contributions? What do you see? What do you put into the system? What is the result? Why do you want to? So you have to tell them if you have experience in that particular area or path that you are pursuing. You have to discuss that. Very important. Now, another thing you need to look into is, do you have a research alumni of that course, a professor, or someone who inspire you, who have been in the industry? Maybe the person is doing massively carrying out a whole lot of research or projects in the industry, and the person is really making impact in that particular field, and that is the field that is the path you want to work presently. So you have to be able to tell you the inspirations or what to connect you with that particular researcher or that professor that is doing something, and you actually have interest in that thing too. You have to be able to talk. So by that, they will know that, oh, you really know people that are in line with what you want to do, and you are sure that you're going to connect and network with them to help you, guide you, mentor you in that line. So if you know, point them out, name the name, give the name of the professor, the researcher, anywhere, the alumni of that course doing great in the industry or in any sector that he or she might be. You have to be able to do that. Explain how all this research and relevant experience are related to your current interests, the current field that you want to pursue. Those research, how can you match the research or the relevant experiences that you've had over time or you are presently into? How can you match it to your current aspirations, your current goals, your current interests? How do they connect? Is the research or relevant experience connected to what you are doing presently? Are they connected to what you aspire to do? So you must be able to create a flow diagram of your experience connecting with your present interest. You'll be like, I already have experience in doing this, understanding the concept behind this and that's what you want to go into presently and further about again. So you have to be able to do that. Convey your understanding of the subject matter that you are interested in pursuing your grad studies. So you have to be able to convey your understanding about that course, that field. You must be able to dissect, bisect, and split the subject matter of that course. Let them understand that you understand. You have to let them understand that you understand this thing very well and you are really sure about it. So it's very important. And the key for writing a standard SOP beyond the tips that we're giving you is a strong research. You have to painstakingly research deeply on the things that you really want to do. Find things that are related to it. Try your possible best to research and keep researching about your field. You'll be able to put down a great statement of purpose with the tips that we have here with you. Alright, so we are moving into another section now, another part that is critical and very important. Wait, don't forget to subscribe. If you are getting this for free, then I think you should subscribe to Career Associate YouTube channel. Subscribe to our channel for explicit tutorial for explicit content that will really help your career. We are very sure of what we do and we believe it is going to help you. So subscribe. Use the subscribe button now and turn on notifications to get updates when we post our new videos. Alright, so let's move to the to another section. That's the 11th slide here. Okay, so let's look into the how you're going to organize the research and relevant experience section of your SOP. So now you can discuss it chronologically or categorically. First and foremost, talk about your undergrad experience in the classroom, if possible, your leadership experience when you were in school. If it relates with your present, what you are going into, it depends on your career. So you have to point out that thing when you were in the classroom and merge it with what you are into. So now you have to tell them about your internship, whether the undergrad as postgraduate internship, graduate internship. You have to be able to talk about them, how it is still part of your relevant experience. So chronologically you can bring it like that. Then your field work, then your extra training that you did yourself, professional training and all. You have to be able to match them together like that. What are the skills you've acquired, analytical or critical thinking skills? This is just an example you get. So developing a research plan, you've understood the concepts, the modus operandi of how you have a standard research. Maybe you work in a research institute. Maybe during your field work you've carried out a series of research on something, and that thing is currently in line with what you are into. So you have to be able to state it out. Statement of the relationship of your experience and skills to your current research and scholarly objective is very important, so take note. Alright, so let's move to the next section of our SOP. Alright, so the current interest. Your current interest is very important. Your current interest, your career plan. What do you intend to do immediately after grad school? It's very important you understand and you convey your thought to the reviewer of your essay, of your statement of purpose. So why is graduate school the next logical step for you? I've discussed that earlier. You have to be able to itemize that and give them on a furnished understanding. Give them a furnished background idea, reason behind. You get why grad school is the next logical step for you. You have to be able to do that. What do you plan to accomplish while in graduate school? Do you intend to network with that professor in line with your course of study and get some concept ideas, network with scholars in line with your field, go have some internship that you've aspired to undergo internship training, or work with an organization in that country that will really help your career. So you must be able to discuss those things. Identify your immediate career plan upon graduate school that connects with that course of study. You must be able to identify what you want to do immediately you land, or immediately you are done with your grad school study, the master's, PhD, research and all. You must be able to identify your immediate career plan, understand, give them enough details of what you really want to do, those things, those knowledge, those skills those network, the things you've studied, the course modules, what do you want to use them to do? Because you must be able to tell them what you want to use them to do. Of course, you didn't just choose grad school as your next logical step. You want to use it for something. It's important you let them know. All right, so let's move to the next section. Give them about a statement about your fit for the program. What attracts you to the program? Can you ask yourself? You have to sit down logically. Bring out your pen and a jotter. What attracts me to this thing? What attracts me to the program that I want to go for? Commonwealth, Erasmus, Mastercard, Chevening, NAWA, a lot of scholarship out there. Chinese, Korean scholarship and all. So you must be able to sit down. What attracts me to this program? Why this country? Why this course? Why this state? Why this faculty? What particular professor from that program would be appropriate for you, for your work that you really intend to go for? Why did you select that grad school? Name at least 2 faculty that interest you most in that school. Include a sentence or 2 about their research. Don't talk about what you don't know. Do not apply to a program if you have not bothered to read the published work of the faculty that you've named in your SOP. Discuss about the professor. Discuss about their career and their research, what they have done, why it's inspire you, and why, because you'll be like, it's inspired me a lot because I've been doing something that is very related to what that professor is doing, and this faculty is the best because they produce the best brain that are in the industry, doing extraordinarily well in the industry. And you feel like if you join this faculty in this school for your grad school, you are really going to do well too. So let them know a lot of things. All right, so let's move into the next session. Yes, and yes, we are close to the end of this wonderful masterclass on grad school application, writing your statement of purpose. Now you have to give a captivating summary. Your summary should be about what you've written in the previous paragraphs. You have in the previous sections. So you have to be able to match everything together. Let it have a flow that connects everything together from the beginning, from the introduction to the research and relevant experience, your career goals, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, and merge it with what you really want to achieve at the end of everything, and why the grad school is important and is the next logical step for you. You have to be able to convey your thoughts in the conclusion section of your SOP. You must be able to capture their heart and let them know that if they invest in you, you'll be able to achieve all these career goals, all this plan and all. You'll be able to make the best use of your research and provide solution in this particular section of the world problem. So you must be able to convey these things. You must be able to finalize the theme, state it, finalize the reason why you are fit for the program. Is very, very important. All right, so we are close. Final steps: revise, read, review, revise. Give your SOP to people you trust that can, or scholars in that line, scholars that have gone ahead of you to coach you or to proofread for you, to read for you, to let them polish it, let them check out for grammar, structures, sentence and all. Give it to people that you can really check for your typo errors and all, because you don't want to have too much errors. You don't want to have too much spelling error, grammatical error and all form of error that will not convey, that will not give a sweet flow of what you are saying. Although you have something, you are conveying a thought that you understand and you want other people to understand. Don't forget, you must be able to clearly write your SOP and make other people understand. If you're having too many errors, they won't get the flow. So you give it to people that can help you check for error. Give it to your friends, mentor, people you trust, people that have gone ahead of you in that scholarship, preferably that can proofread your SOP and review them. They will let you know that this is not really important. This is very important because this is what I used, something related to this, and it got me the scholarship. So it's very important, very, very important. Review. As far as I'm concerned, if you proofread your SOP, definitely you have to review your SOP. Why graduate school? What are your ultimate professional goals? Why this school? What is the connection between you and that school? Between the course of study and that school? Is that school the best at what they do and that particular course you want to shoot for? Why you? Why should you be the one to be selected? Tell them your experience, the things you've been into, the deep things that is so much in line with that course. They will understand that, oh wow, so this is the candidate that we can invest in. What makes you different and special and interesting from other people that are shooting for that opportunity? So what makes you good and what makes you fit for this particular program? You must be able to understand this thing yourself before you can let someone else understand or convey it to someone else. So it's very important you review your essay. Very, very important. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope this has helped you a lot, and we hope to subsequently in subsequent time to bring more of these resourceful content that will help you ace your career. So this is Career Shade TV, and we are sure you are going to get the best. We are sure you are going to get the best. So what you have to do is before you go, subscribe to our channel, click the notification button, and get massive updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more resourceful content. Don't miss anything. Subscribe to our channel, subscribe down there before you go. If you've gotten all this for free, I think it's time to subscribe and turn on notifications to get more resourceful information. Information is key, information is power. The people that have information and the people that drive their career to a very higher ground. So you have to reach your culminating point with information, resources that can help you. So keep in touch with Career Associate. We are the best at what we do. Thank you very much.